there, welcome to the garden. I have a really fun project today. I'm going to take you along with me. So we are going to make a little bit of container for on my mantelpiece for my Christmas decorations. So I've been kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do on the mantelpiece for a couple weeks now, just not really sure what look I was going for, what feel I wanted to have exactly, and I finally came up with some inspiration. I'm not going to do actual live plants, but I'm going to do some candles, some moss, and kind of what seems to be the theme of the year, some mushrooms. So I found some of these just fun little ceramic mushrooms at my local garden center, and they've kind of all through the fall been a real sort of like theme in my houseplants inside. I've just kind of been getting into a little bit more pottery, kind of having some fun with it, and these I think are just so cute. So I've got a few of them. Let me show you our supplies, and then we'll get this container put together, and then I will show you how the mantelpiece looks. We'll try to get that all put together as well. Okay, so let's look at these things. A couple of these mushrooms, they come in different colors. They're kind of hard to find, but again, I found mine at my local garden center, but there's some blue one, a little brown one. And then I also have a couple of these just, big old candles. So we're gonna use those, the mushrooms. I've got a bag of some moss, and I'm hoping that there's enough moss in here to do this project. And then I'm going to grab, it rained. I have these terracotta pots that actually don't have any drainage holes, so typically that's not great for the plants, but for this project they're going to be perfect because I don't actually want all the potting soil that I'm going to put in here to like get all over my mantelpiece. So this is gonna be perfect. So what I'm gonna do first is start by filling this up with some potting soil, and then we'll just arrange a little container. So I have this old dry root ball, and I figure this is probably the best way I can get potting soil that's not too full of critters and creepy crawlers, and the roots in here won't matter at all. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna start by putting the candle in, and you wouldn't, I guess, ooh, my hands are dirty. You wouldn't need to use potting soil, but I just think it's going to be a good thing to hold down the mushrooms. So then we're going to take some of the moss, and we're just going to put moss around it. This is like we're going for a real rustic-y sort of look. I've got some of this moss, just natural, rustic. All right, let me do the other one. Go some more. I always love this reindeer moss. It's just so pretty. Okay, and now the best part. Stick a couple little mushrooms. How fun. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cute. The candles got a little dirty, so I'm gonna have to clean those off, but how cute is that? Oh, I love it. Okay, let's go take a look at the mantelpiece. All right, well, it is actually a couple hours later. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some footage right now of the mantelpiece once I got those little containers in, and then I went ahead and had a garland already on it, so I just put the wreaths over by the containers as well as the little houses that I had, and just kind of lined it all up there. I do think I'm going to come back in with some like branches and just fill in the greenery a little bit. I think it might be a little bit prettier if we have a little bit more greenery in that area. And then I also might go ahead and add in some ornaments. I'm not quite sure yet if that would take away from it too much. That mantelpiece is actually in our little playroom, and so typically I do a tree down there as well, and so I'll have some ornaments on that tree. So I'm just trying to decide if I want to go ahead and like match the mantelpiece to the little tree or not. I may go ahead and match it, or I just may leave it, but it's a super fun little mantelpiece. I really like it. I thought I would also take you upstairs and show you a little bit of the other Christmas trees, because I just finished those as well, and I was totally inspired by the grapevines and the garden and all of that to really have just sort of a more natural garden-y themed Christmas decorations. Basically out here in the garden, it's so quiet. I feel like I should maybe do a little bit more out here while I still have some sunlight and while I still have the warmth. But as much as I feel like I should be out in the garden doing some garden chores, I have my garden clothes on. I have been cleaning the house all day. I just have not had the normal kind of energy and motivation that I usually have to get out in the garden. I talked about this in one of my past videos too. And so I don't know. I've been taking it easy. I've been letting it have a little bit of a break. Of course, we still have a few containers going, and the arugula and everything is growing beautifully. But I had like the squirrels, they ate my dazzling blue kale, my peas. And when you have some losses like that, I think it's kind of hard to, especially on an off season. You know, if I have, sorry, you can probably hear Mayday here. It's being noisy. When you're in the middle of the big garden season and you have a pest come through and you suffer, you know, some losses, it's always disappointing. But for some reason, it's a little easier to, you know, just move on and like go get other things, and you've got so much more time. It's hard right now because there's not more time to grow like the peas that I lost to the squirrels. I can't grow those back. I can't even really go to the garden center and like get more peas to fill in. It just kind of is like a total loss, and it does definitely take like your motivation down. So what I'm trying to think about now, before we get to the whole like winter, you know, starting of seeds, because I do usually start some of the garden seeds in January, I'm actually toying around with doing some like indoor gardening, trying to get out my grow lights and see like what we can do with some tiny tomatoes. And so I think that there's, you know, ways like that can really kind of keep you going or keep you interested. This is also a great time to plan. I guess I'm talking about things to like give myself motivation. This YouTube channel is really a garden journal for me, as well as sharing with everyone. I love just to have the community and talking with everyone, sharing it. And so I'm giving myself a little pep talk here too, that like, time to get motivated. You've had your little rest period, time to like, maybe I should read some garden books. Maybe I should, you know, start doing some planning for next year. I really typically do a lot more planning this time of year. I did kind of get on and start looking for some seeds, and that started to kind of get me a little bit more excited. So I just need to get in and get going a little bit, find my inspiration again, because I know how much I love it and I know how happy it makes me. But sometimes, boy, I don't know, at the end of the season and with kids now and school and colds, and it's been one of those seasons. But I have gotten my Christmas decorations up, and I want to show you these trees. I've got this tree in here and then a tree in the kitchen. I am one of those people that like, I do a tree in every room, and each one has sort of a little bit of a theme, and it's just, I love it. So we've got garlands on all of the banisters, and then I did all the trees. So this year I went for a more natural look. As I said, I actually went ahead and put on, like, I have a bunch of red ornaments. I put them all up on the tree, and then as soon as I did that, I was just like, no, I don't want it. I can't have red. So I took all the red ornaments down and we did this like natural tree. So let me show you. Hopefully the lighting is okay. I don't have the best indoor lighting setup, so we'll see. Okay, here it is. So it's just fun. I did get some of these little like woodlandy ornaments. So we got some butterflies, like little mushrooms, you know, gotta have a few little mushrooms. I've actually found this is like a watering can. This is actually from Target, but super cute. And just some fun ornaments. And it's kind of got these like browns and white tones. Again, the lighting does not do it justice. Looking a little green on here, but it's such a fun tree and it's just so peaceful and restful. I absolutely adore it. Here in the kitchen, this is like a little bit more of the kids tree because the kids play in here. So we've got some like fun little ornaments, some nature ornaments, dinosaurs and little bunnies, little felt, creatures. Just kind of little natural, but I'm having a lot of fun. You'll notice none of the trees at the bottom, they don't have any ornaments. Because I have cats and toddlers, and so like the bottom half of my trees are just ornament free, just to keep everything safe. But yeah, those are the trees. I love this like natural look. It's been so fun. And the mantelpiece is making me so happy too. So anyways, with that, I'm going to sign off, but I will be back with more things as I try to get myself motivated to keep gardening, even though we're at the end of the season.